Well, we have Amit Arora, the DM of Kachchh, joining us on the phone line to get us more about the situation on the ground. If I could just ask you about the arrangements and safety measures that have been put in place in order to ensure zero casualty approach in terms of humans, in terms of animals and wildlife. Take us through what were the arrangements and the safeguard measures that were already put in place in order to ensure that zero casualty approach.
I think government had very clear instructions that zero casualty approach has to be taken, and we had done a lot of evacuation. We evacuated close to 53,000 people from the areas that are supposed to be hard hit. We had teams stationed in place, NDRF, SDRF, etc. See, the coastal talukas, the main livelihood is dairy. So we shifted around 23,000 animals to high ground. We tied up with a lot of Gau Seva Sanstans and Gaushalas for their fodder, etc. We also deputed dairy teams, because one major fear in cyclonic rainfall is the small animals, less than a year of age, of calves, etc., fall very sick, and hypothermia can cause death. So we roped in the Sarhad dairy. We got their medical team stationed in the Gaushalas, and where we had shifted these animals.
Right. 23 animals have lost their lives in the cyclone so far.
Hello?
Yes. So 23 animals have lost their lives as far as the cyclone is concerned. So, you know, that zero casualty approach, especially given the Prime Minister was very, very, concerned about the lions in the Gir forest.
See, I can only brief you about Kachchh. And Kachchh, as of now, the figure for animal casualty is 5. But see, again, our approach is zero casualty towards animal. We have been trying our best, and the idea is to minimize, the loss of life. As far as human death is concerned, there has not been any reported human death as of now. As far as situation here is concerned, there are pretty strong winds again. We have about 70 to 80 kilometers per hour of winds in the coastal talukas. In fact, in even the main, the main central talukas of Bhuj and Nakhatrana, we have about 60-65 kilometers per hour of wind going. So right now we are, just assessing the damage. So exact figures of whatever damage has been done would be available once the weather calms down today. So I think the exact picture will emerge.
Sir, if you could take us through, the uprootment of trees and the electric poles. Many villages have been without electricity since yesterday. So what about the restoration process? How long would that take? See, since if I tell you about yesterday evening we had about 200 to 250 poles had been damaged, and more than 250 trees had been uprooted. But seeing the, the activity, the cyclonic activity last night, these numbers will rise drastically. 4 talukas where winds were blowing very heavily, we voluntarily shut down the substations because, if a live wire snaps, it can cause death. So right now, about 5 to 6 talukas, electricity is an issue. But out of those 6 talukas, 5 have been voluntarily shut down to avoid damage. Once the winds cease, we'll just check the lines and restore power. Especially in the Mandvi Mundra taluka, the tree damage is likely supposed to be much bigger. All talukas are well connected except Lakhpat taluka, where there are issues with mobile communications, but we are in touch on satellite phone with the authorities there. Right. So also a commendable job when it comes to the pregnant women in the vulnerable areas, many of whom delivered babies in the last 2 days.
Yes, I think that was one of, step, I think that was done at the right time, because there were 512 pregnant ladies who had their delivery dates before 20th of June. So we shifted them to sub-district hospitals. We prepared 3 sub-district hospitals in the nearby areas, Lakhpat, Nakhatrana and Abdasa. And 274 have already delivered babies. So, and the rest are in the hospital. So right. I think, the idea was if you want to shift a large number, you have to ensure that they are comfortable. So,
right.